you say, it's a really good ball. It's Shabalala! Goal! Bafana, Bafana!
Africa celebrates.
From stunning upsets to historic runs, African nations have delivered some of the most unforgettable moments in FIFA World Cup history. We'll rank the top 10 African performances on football's biggest stage. Kicking off our list at number 10. The Super Eagles of Nigeria. In Brazil 2014, Nigeria would return to the knockout stage for the third time in their history. They began their World Cup campaign with a goalless draw against Iran. Then, under some arguable controversy, edged debutants Bosnia and Herzegovina 1-0 thanks to Peter Odemwingi's composed first-half finish.
Odemwingi goes again in the middle. Emenike tries to light the fires. He has done too. Emenike, Odemwingi!
The goal was the defining moment from Nigeria's run in Brazil, as it secured their only win and a spot in the round of 16. But their most unforgettable showing came in their final group match, a 3-2 loss to eventual finalists Argentina. In one of the tournament's most thrilling games, Ahmed Musa traded blows with none other than Lionel Messi, with both players scoring twice. A Marcos Rojo goal off a set piece would seal victory for the Argentinians. However, it was Musa's brace that would become an iconic moment for Nigeria and a career highlight for the winger.
Played out wide by Babatunde. Two in the middle. Oh, they've got an equaliser! Musa. Musa, he might be away here. Musa, 2-2!
Nigeria finished the group with 4 points, advancing to the knockout stage in second place, though Nigeria's tournament run was short-lived and would come to an end in the round of 16 with a 2-0 loss to France. Up next at number 9 in our ranking, the Desert Foxes of Algeria 2014 marked their fourth and last World Cup appearance to date. They opened their campaign in Brazil with a tight 2-1 loss to Belgium, scoring first via a Feghouli penalty. In their second match, they produced a thrilling 4-2 win over South Korea, their first victory at a World Cup since 1982. In their final group match, Islam Slimani rose highest to head home the equalizer against Russia and secure a 1-1 draw.
وكرة في القائم الثاني جول إسلام سليماني.
Slimani's goal proved to be the defining moment of their run as it secured Algeria's first-ever trip to the knockout stage. Algeria advanced to the round of 16, finishing second in their group with 4 points. Their round of 16 contest brought us an iconic goalkeeper matchup between Germany's sweeper keeper Manuel Neuer and Algeria's Rise Mbolhi, who made spectacular saves to keep Germany goalless through 90 minutes. Algeria went on to lose 2-1 after extra time, bowing out in the round of 16 to the eventual champions. But Mbolhi's impressive display is still remembered to this day. At number 8, making their second appearance on this list, we have Nigeria again. In 1998, they returned for their second ever World Cup and shocked the world from the start. In their opening match, they pulled off a dramatic 3-2 comeback win over Spain. Sunday Olise's thunderbolt from distance sealed the victory, an iconic moment that stunned the football world and remains one of Nigeria's most celebrated goals.
Olise! Oh my word! Nigeria in front for the first time, and how?
What followed was a matchup against Hristo Stoichkov's Bulgaria, with Nigeria securing a 1-0 win to guarantee qualification and secure top spot in the group.
Amakachi! Ikpeba! He scored! Ikpeba with a superb goal for Nigeria.
The goal proved to be the defining moment of their campaign. With the top spot in Group D secured, Nigeria rotated their squad against Paraguay and suffered a 3-1 loss in doing so. Still, Nigeria advanced to the knockout stage, topping a group with European giants Spain and Bulgaria, semi-finalists in '94. In the round of 16, they were stunned 4-1 by Denmark, in what was a disappointing showing from the Nigerians. The Super Eagles would go from highs to lows in '98, ultimately falling short of expectations. At number 7, the Black Stars of Ghana, 2006 marked their first ever World Cup appearance, and what a debut it was. They opened with a 2-0 loss to eventual champions Italy, but bounced back with a dominant 2-0 win over FIFA's second-ranked team at the time, the Czech Republic.
Muntari. Oh, he's beaten Czech now.
Sully Muntari sealed it for Ghana, but it was Asamoah Gyan's lightning-quick strike in the opening seconds that was their iconic moment, Ghana's first ever World Cup goal.
Apia. And an opening here for Ghana, who score early on.
The defining moment of their World Cup run came in the final group match with a 2-1 victory over the United States. Stephen Appiah calmly converted from the penalty spot to send Ghana through to the knockout stage.
First half stoppage time. Ghana are in control again.
Ghana advanced second in the group, just behind Italy. Their World Cup journey ended in the round of 16, where they faced Brazil. Despite a brave showing against Ronaldo, Ronaldinho and company, Ghana fell 3-0. Still, 2006 was a groundbreaking debut for the Ghanaians. At number 6 on our list, the Atlas Lions of Morocco, with what we consider an often overlooked World Cup campaign. 1986 marked just their second World Cup appearance, but this tournament run would mark a historic turning point for African nations. Morocco began Mexico 86, drawing 0-0 to Poland in their opening match, and followed that holding England scoreless in another gritty goalless draw. Their defining moment would come in their final group match, with a 3-1 win over Portugal, powered by 2 goals from Abdelrazak Khairi. The victory made Morocco the first African nation to top a World Cup group, and they did so against 3 European nations. In the round of 16, they faced eventual finalists West Germany and held them off until the 88th minute, when they conceded the match winner. Still, goalkeeper Badou Zaki delivered an iconic performance, producing a string of heroic saves that kept Morocco alive deep into the match.
But here's Alov, they've got a man over, it's Matthias!
Morocco would leave Mexico with their heads held high, setting a benchmark for African nations to come. Starting out our top 5. At number 5, Nigeria returns with yet another World Cup run. This time it's their debut World Cup in 1994, where they made waves right away. They opened with a 3-0 demolition of eventual semi-finalists Bulgaria, featuring Rashidi Yakini's powerful goal and emotional net-grabbing celebration, an iconic image that introduced Nigeria to the world stage.
Yakini's in the middle and has to score! 1-0 to Nigeria!
Nigeria would follow that with a narrow 2-1 loss to Maradona's Argentina in their next match, then bounced back again with a 2-0 win over Greece.
Terrific pace. Still Amoriki now. Here's George. Oh! That's a terrific goal by Benini George.
Daniel Amokachi's screamer in that match sealed Nigeria's place at the top of Group D, the defining moment of their campaign.
Amokachi has produced a goal of real quality.
In the round of 16, Nigeria scored first and led Italy until the 88th minute, only to be undone by 2 goals from Roberto Baggio. The second, an extra time penalty to finish 2-1. Nigeria's dream ended in heartbreak, but their impact was undeniable. They finished as group winners in their first ever World Cup. At number 4, it's Ghana again, this time for Africa, making their second appearance at the World Cup and building on the promise of 2006. In South Africa 2010, they carried an entire continent's hopes. Ghana would beat Serbia 1-0 in their opener, then drew 1-1 to Australia, thanks to another composed penalty from Asamoah Gyan.
Looks to get an equaliser here. The Black Stars are celebrating.
In their final group match, Ghana would lose narrowly to Germany, but advanced to the knockout stage in second place with 4 points. Their defining moment came in the round of 16. when Asamoah Gyan blasted in a thunderous extra-time winner versus the United States, sending Ghana to the quarterfinals and igniting celebrations across Africa.
Now that's hooked forward. Here's a chase for Gyan. He's 1-on-2. It is Gyan. He's in the area. He scores! Ghana are back in front. A goal of individual brilliance. Great goal from Gyan for Ghana.
Then in their subsequent quarter-final matchup, level at 1-1 with Uruguay.
15 seconds remain before the break, and Muntari shoots! Oh, and Muntari scores!
We would witness the iconic moment that made history. In the dying seconds of extra time, Luis Suarez would handle a goal-bound header off the line, earning a red card. Gyan then stepped up for the ensuing penalty.
What a moment for Asamoah Gyan! What pressure on those shoulders! Asamoah Gyan for Ghana!
And he hits the bar! Unbelievable! What a miss!
Ghana would go on to lose the penalty shootout against Uruguay. That missed penalty became one of the most iconic and heartbreaking moments in World Cup history. Ghana's remarkable run saw them just inches away from becoming Africa's first ever semi-finalist. At number 3, Senegal, the Lions of Teranga. 2002 was their first ever World Cup appearance. In the tournament's opening match, Senegal would stun the football world.
And Senegal had scored the first goal of the 2002 World Cup.
Papa Bouba Diop's scrappy finish secured a 1-0 win over defending World Cup champions France. An iconic moment that launched Senegal onto the global stage. They followed that with a 1-1 draw against Denmark, then a thrilling 3-3 battle with Uruguay to finish the group stage undefeated.
Camara avec Diouf à ses côtés, à l'opposé là-bas Fadiga, non c'est Diop, 2-0, Papa Bouba Diop.
Senegal advanced to the knockout stage, finishing second in their group with 5 points. Their defining moment would come in the round of 16, when Henri Camara scored twice.
Henri Camara, 1-1.
Including a golden goal in extra time, lifting Senegal past Sweden 2-1 and into the quarterfinals.
Oh, allez Henri!
And Senegal are through to the quarterfinals of the World Cup.
In their quarterfinal against Turkey, they would push yet another match into extra time.
Seconds out, round 1 between these two bruisers.
But this time would be on the wrong end of a golden goal, falling 1-0. Senegal would bow out with pride, tying for the second best finish in World Cup history among African nations. At number 2. The indomitable Lions of Cameroon. Italia 1990 marked their 4th World Cup appearance and would solidify their place in African football history. Cameroon opened the tournament by shocking the world against none other than reigning world champions Maradona and Argentina. Francois Omar-Mbiyik's towering header sank the reigning champions 1-0.
Mbiyik. Oh, they scored! Disaster for Pompidou!
They followed that performance with a 2-1 win over Romania, with 38-year-old Roger Milla scoring twice off the bench. They closed the group with a 4-0 loss to the Soviet Union, but still finished top of the group. In the round of 16, Milla struck again, twice, beating out Colombia 2-1, including a famous solo run and finish past René Higuita.
What looked a simple skip past one defender and a ferocious shot to put Cameroon ahead. Milla dispossessed him, Higuita a red face, Milla another goal.
Milla's corner flag celebration became iconic and became etched into World Cup folklore. Cameroon then pushed England to the brink in the quarterfinals. They would lead 2-1 deep into the second half.
Again, he's put it through for Ekeke. Cameroon are in the lead.
Before conceding 2 penalties and losing 3-2 after extra time. Cameroon became the first African nation to reach the last 8, inspiring generations to come. Now, without further ado, topping our list at number 1. Morocco, delivering the greatest World Cup performance in African history. In Qatar 2022, they exceeded all expectations. Morocco started their campaign with a 0-0 draw with Croatia, then stunned Belgium, beating them out 2-0. They closed out the group stage with a 2-1 win over Canada to top Group F with 7 points. In the round of 16, they held Spain to a scoreless draw, reaching a penalty shootout full of drama after 2 saves from Yassine Bono. Achraf Hakimi, coincidentally born in Spain, would step up for the deciding kick.
Hakimi, Ya Allah, Ya Rabb, 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 Espana, ala salama, bye bye.
Morocco were through to the quarterfinals. The next round against Portugal would deliver Morocco's defining moment. Youssef En-Nesyri soared above Portugal's defense to head home the only goal of the match. Overcoming Ronaldo's Portugal 1-0, Morocco became Africa's first semi-finalist. But their dream run would come to an end in the semi-finals, as Morocco would fall 2-0 to France, followed by a 2-1 loss to Croatia for third place. The Atlas Lions had already made history, the first African nation to reach the last 4 of a World Cup, welcomed home by millions and hailed as heroes. And that wraps up our countdown of the top 10 World Cup performances by African nations. The question now is, will we see an African nation lift the World Cup trophy in our lifetime? Drop a comment and let us know who you think will be the first African nation to go all the way. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe for more football content.